Yes, welcome on in to another edition of Smart Chat and another edition of my raw thoughts from January 25th, 2016. And as always, I thank you for watching, liking, subscribing to this channel. Thank you for making this video part of your day. Check out my other channel, the Tom Brand One. It's funny, I promise you. Some raw thoughts in no particular order whatsoever. First thought that comes to mind, that opening segment. Woof, woofa, where you have Stephanie McMahon interacting with her real-life father, Vince McMahon. And that promo was cringe-worthy. Oh boy, did it suck. I mean, listen, since Vince been on TV, it sucked, his promos for the most part. I thought he made the corner a week or so ago. But today, it's just back to the old thing. Now, I know Vince is an older man now. He's 70 years old. Doesn't look like he's 70, but he's 70. But Stephanie McMahon, what is her excuse? She's young. And this is her real-life father, and she can't even bounce off her father. Like, they have no repertoire, no connection. They can't bounce off of each other at all. Wow, it was just it was horrible. It was. We then had, speaking of cringeworthy, Flow Rider and Social Outcasts interaction. That was cringeworthy as well. Listen, I know, Joe Henning, when you look at him, by God, does he try. Curtis Axel, that gimmick with Paul Heyman failed. Hulkamaniac, being that Hogan was taken out, no longer with the company, that failed. Gosh, he tries. He does try. And Abe Slater, I mean, he is the guy that takes the fall for everything, and he's always out there. They trust him with the mic, but that interaction was just cringeworthy. Bo Dallas, when he was with Florida Championship Wrestling, he was supposed to be the next guy. It just hasn't worked out for him so far yet. And Big Brother Brett Bray, meanwhile, was like now firing on all cylinders. Hopefully he could fire on all cylinders for Bo Dallas soon. And Adam Rose, no longer doing the Rosebuds, back on TV. I mean, that's good, I guess. It's just that whole interaction. This group doesn't click well together. They were kind of just thrown. And I know it's still early, I'm sure. You got to give it time. But, man, I just do not like it at all. Flow Rider, during that match here, just the little things that matter is, if he was on the apron, why was he not disqualified? Why? It's little things that matter. Just going back to that first segment of Vince McMahon and Stephanie, thank goodness Roman Reigns was not out there, because he would just flounder with in that sinking ship. Thank goodness they didn't make him come out there. Speaking of interactions, New Day versus Rock. Rock is back. Rock will be at WrestleMania. Cue Indy. Oh, he's taking someone's spot at WrestleMania, being that he will be involved. The Rock is Babe Ruth. Okay, if Babe Ruth were still alive and wanting to play, wanting to pitch for the Yankees or play in the outfield, by God, the Yankees are going to put Babe Ruth out there. All 102 years of him. Face it. Rock is Babe Ruth. And I love that interaction. Some nights he flounders, or maybe he's not on point on everything, but does say some good things. Classic Rock. New Day out there. New Day held its own, but, when you're out there with The Rock, everyone will be bound to look silly. And you think of Rock, a good mic guy. So many people you want to see him interact with, maybe on the mic. Kevin Owens comes to mind. But even no matter how good Kevin Owens is on the mic, and just following him on Twitter and how funny he is, even he maybe, sometimes you just, those fantasy things, maybe it's good that it didn't happen, because The Rock could just make him look silly. And I think the only reason why The Rock was out there in that interaction with the New Day is to try to put a little bit more rub with the Usos. The Usos, if you've been noticing, haven't been getting as many cheers as they were. New Day, being that they're the heel, they get more cheers, and it's kind of been dwindling down for them, even hearing boos here and there. So maybe just to kind of give the rub over to get the rub over The Rock to the Usos. Main event for Fastlane was set. That main event, and it just doesn't make sense in storyline. Why would you set the main event to be Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar, especially Roman Reigns, who you vow that Roman Reigns, it's disrespectful to authority, will never be champion again, will never get his shot, and yet you put him in the Fastlane match. I don't get it. But again, I'm not the booker. Would have been a perfect time, I think, maybe. I know Brock is on limited dates here, but I think it would have been perfect to see Brock Lesnar on Raw, don't you think? To kind of just completely haul ass and demolish the Wyatt family after the Wyatt family that was eliminated, 3 of them, and Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper, come back after they were eliminated by Brock Lesnar, come back in the ring during the Rumble, and then eliminate him. How does that fly, being that they were already eliminated? How does that elimination stand by them eliminating Brock Lesnar if they were already eliminated? You follow what I'm saying? AJ Styles made his debut on Raw. And the big free agent. And he had a match with Chris Jericho, and it was an okay match. But listen, people, relax a little bit with that AJ Styles fandom. Everyone's saying, oh, that pop was great. It was a great pop, but people like Scott Steiner, Taz, Dudley Boys recently got that huge pop. And look what happened. Where are they now? T-shirts sold, and they were selling for AJ Styles. But listen, I think not saying that AJ Styles is not going to be great, but listen, calm down. It's the power of social media. Everyone wants to be part of the new thing. Everyone pops for the new guy that comes in, being that it's new. Doesn't mean that it's going to work. Doesn't mean that it's going to work. It's new. That's why everyone wants to hop on that train. Fact of the matter is, if you look at AJ Styles, he was in TNA and been in that focal point. And how many tickets did he sell for TNA? Where was all this fandom when he was in TNA? Where was it? AJ Styles, with the many gimmicks he had in TNA, from the Nature Boy, second incarnation, to the thing with Claire, to a semi Brian Pillman type of ish towards the end there. How many times have they tried to get him over? Not saying he wasn't, but he wasn't exactly selling things. Where was everyone for this great AJ Styles when he was in TNA? So much so that TNA, I didn't even have many shirts for AJ Styles. The head, the franchise of your company, and you don't even market him. Is there a reason why? All I'm saying is that, and listen, all these matches that AJ Styles had in New Japan, great matches. But you're not going to be seeing the Styles Clash often, if even at all. WWE is going to domesticate him. And that's good, because that will expand his career with the WWE. Listen, by no means am I hating on AJ Styles. All I'm simply saying is relax and let's see how it will unfold. Just some of my raw thoughts. I hope all is well. And I look forward to speaking very, very soon.